You did the best that you could. Da 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 da! Pop in, you guys. If you've never come into one of these lives before, this is my second live show. Chatters Live. I've had this show, oh my goodness, it must be 6 or 7 years at the very least. I wish I, like I said, kept track of the date that we started these live shows because, for the most part, a lot of the people that hang out with me on Sunday night, they have with me since the very beginning. So grateful. I don't know how they tolerate me sometimes, but they do. And I am so grateful for them. Oh my goodness, I love them to death, right? And I'm grateful to have my audience, and that keeping company in our day to day, right? Because that's all that it really is just hanging out and having conversations and keeping company and being social that way, you guys. It's so important. So many people out there are lacking in social skills. You know, being a spectator in that, not realizing, probably a student at the same time in my hypervigilance, paying super attention and, right, delving into the whys of things. Working in the bars, I got to know people. I got to understand emotions and understand clicks sometimes. And sometimes it's just circumstances and that nurturing that when we get when we're kids, right? I don't mean to go deep into that, but I have had a very interesting, challenging week. I hope your guys' weeks have been good, right? There have been lots of hiccups this week and stumbles. Whether they're failures, I don't know, because there's an excited part of me and there's a part of me that's extremely nervous and scared. But like I said, there's a little part of me that has that confidence and that faith that everything is going to be okay. You guys, I quit my job this week. And this is, right, not something I want to keep from you guys because, right, if you're anything like me, you're kind of going to understand and see that Cindy is different. I'm not saying I'm off or depressed or sad, right? All together, but I've gotten to the point in my life that I understand things happen for the reason. And also in moving in my life and being privileged to come into some of these conversations and of my own choice to be able to sit and take them in. I'm a little bit distracted by my cat in the cat litter box. Okay, you're done. There you go. There you go. She's a cutie pie. I love her to death, but she does like her attention, and she always does it in my lives. Even on my what's good cheer, as soon as I start my live, she's in that box, right? I think it's because she thinks I'm talking to her in some ways, right? Because it's usually just me and her, but we've been doing this for years. But anyway, like I said, it is very important for us to be social, and we're all different, and the way that we get that bit of social in for ourselves, right, to stay healthy and to stay balanced, is just to find people that you enjoy keeping company with, right, just hanging out with people that don't drive you a little bit crazy. I'm sure I drive you guys a little bit crazy once in a while, but right, in that caring for somebody, there is that bit of tolerance, isn't there? Most definitely there is, right? Lots of people make a comment in how my day goes, and I don't want to be sad. And so I gave my notice, since giving my notice, and everything seems to be going okay, right? There is no, right? right? I work for an amazing company, and I'm sure they understand that I'm a little bit nervous, a little bit scared, but also at the same time, I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm excited to get back to my brand because, working those full time hours, it just left me so depleted that I wasn't coming in as my full, right? Because that energy were going to other places. And so, you know, that money I was saving for my car, God had me saving money all right, but I don't think his plan was for me to buy a car in this moment. I may use that money to get by for a couple of months. I think I'm going to take a couple of weeks off, see how I feel from there. I want some time. I'm going to clean my house. I'm going to unwind because, right, I've got 2 weeks, right? And I'm saying goodbye to my customers already, the ones that I only see every once in a while, and the ones that I see every day, that they'll hear about it, right? Um, and I want it to be good. I want my bosses to be pleased with the exit, right? My reference is reflected in that, and I got my year-end reviews, and that was right. And I did the best that I could. I did the very best that I could. And even if, right, somebody else is going to do the stuff that I did there, they'll have to. They won't have a choice. And I've been doing it for a long time. I've gotten it fine tuned so that I can get as much as I do done in the span that I have there, right? But yeah, I'm not sad. Rather, I'm a little bit uncomfortable, right? Because I don't know what's coming. I don't know what's in store. It's those dangling heights that I don't like. I don't like the dangling heights, but I tell you, my staff charges are pretty cool. Pretty cool, pretty expensive. But working all those extra hours, I had the extra money, right? And I needed things. My air conditioner, you guys came in. Remember, I blew my air conditioner? Well, I bought a crappy air conditioner, but then my air conditioner, the crappy one, died on me. I burnt the cord, almost burnt my apartment down, and I got rid of that. And I said, as soon as the air conditioner comes in, it's mine. And you guys heard how excited I was last week when I said that I got an air conditioner. Well, I brought it home today. We broke all the wheels on it, me and my sister. But wasn't I smart to buy an extra set at work? Oh, probably last year. And I had it in my toolbox. And I spent 15 minutes changing the wheels on it. And then I set it up here. I was worried. I said, oh, my apartment's so small. What am I going to do? And it's sitting right in the same spot, but it's sitting on top of my dresser. So my dresser, nothing had to move. And I've got it on a tray so I can rotate the tray so it can be turned around to me, or when I'm at night, nice and cool. It's still too cold. It was nice and beautiful today. I didn't spend much time outside except getting to the bus stop and hanging out at the bus stop waiting for the bus. But it was a lovely day outside today, and we got busy, but you know what? We did a good job, right? Right? Proud of the effort, right? It's yeah, it's a crapshoot sometimes. Okay, you guys, we got my air conditioner, which I'm not going to turn around to show you my air conditioner, but you guys, it was expensive. It was. I hope it's worth the money that I spent, but I took it as part of the sign, right? Because I needed it for this summer, and if I don't have a job, I won't be able to afford a new one, would I? And that would cost me. It would cost me a lot. This one came in as a donation. Somebody phoned me and asked me if we would take it as a donation. I said we certainly would because I needed it. So I said to the guy in the back room, I says, you know what? I'm taking this, go by the book, go the higher end of it because it's an upright, and roll it into the back room. It's mine. I saw what he put on there. I says, my boss will change it, right? But I didn't realize how high she was actually going to took it or take it, because when I looked at what they go for secondhand, they usually go for 100 or 150 with this brand because they're older, right? They're from Sears, and Sears is no longer around, you guys. So it's an older model, but it's big. I, of course, tested it at work. It seemed like it was okay. It wasn't like I could put the hose outside, but I don't think I needed to because I was indoors. I just wanted to make sure that it was blowing cold air. So I'm not going to show you my air conditioner, but it's all set up beside the hoses. I'll do the hoses for the window because I'm going to want to check out the setup. And because my set of days off, I only got 2 days off this week, but the week after is light. It's my last week there, and it's almost half the hours. So I'm going to ease out up there. So it'll be a really nice exit. So far, everybody, right? Oh my goodness, everybody was feeding me today. I got donuts. I got, oh my goodness, I got um, Middle Eastern desserts. There were like um, um, all kinds of dates from the Middle East, and there were little scones that were stuffed with pastry, and it was so wonderful, like that they brought these things in for me. But yeah, everybody's always feeding me, and when they hear that next Thursday, and they have to, I want to say goodbye to everybody, right? I want that business to stay a community, right? We worked hard to build that, not that hard work I put in. Hopefully it continues, and that community thrives, because it was fun. It was hard work. It was busy, right? But it was lots of fun. But right, I have a week and a half left, I guess, because my week won't end until Thursday. So I still have a couple more shifts. I work tomorrow and I work Thursday. Then the first week is over, and then I go into a slower. Well, it's not much slower because it's the weekend we're going into. But then that will be it. We're done. And yeah, I'm looking forward. I am sort of exhausted right now, a little bit nervous, but I am excited to try something else, right? And what that is, well, I have ideas, but where those ideas go, I don't know. Um, I don't know what I have here. I just grabbed my bags, and like I said, I was a little fuzzy brain because it was right. There were a couple of times I had butterflies, like giving in my notice. That was lots of butterflies. I kind of chickened out a little bit because I could have given it to her before she left, but I didn't want her to worry. I wanted her to have a good rest, sleep. I wanted her to see that everything was okay, which it was. And then when she came into work in the morning, my notice was on the desk for her. That's the way I did it. That's the way they did it. I came in at work and just to make sure everything was good, and everything is good, and everything has been good for 3 days. So let's hope that continues. I still have a week and a half to go, you guys. Okay, I got a pair of sweats. I really have been enjoying the sweatpants, especially in the winter time. These are a pair of Reeboks. I'm pretty much, yeah, they're Reeboks, right? I like to be on brand, and they look super comfortable. So I grabbed them, right? I'm not going to have an opportunity to buy stuff. So, yes, there won't be, or no, there won't be the show and tell like we usually have. But that show and tell is going to change a little bit. But I'll tell you guys later on, right? Let's just get through the next couple of weeks. Let Cindy have a week to flake out, right? A little bit to recuperate and rebalance, because right now I'm in buzz mode, right? And I got this really amazing, great quality. I think it's IKEA. It's absolutely beautiful. Um, Royal Crown, Rover Crown sheets. The count on this must be something else, but I wanted a king size fitted sheet for my queen size bed because I don't like pulling my sheets really, really tight, especially when my bed is shoved up in a corner. I want making my bed to be very, very easy. So I got another sheet. We're going to see if the king size sheet works. If it does, I'll just buy king size sheets from now on, of course, secondhand. So I'll get that and I'll just dump that over here. I won't put it in the laundry basket because I still got to take the tags off it. How's everybody doing, you guys? Say hi. Let me know you're here. Oh my goodness. You guys are usually yapping away already. Okay. So I hope I didn't stun you guys. I hope that's why you're not saying anything, right? I'm not sad about it. I'm not angry. I'm nothing. I'm just ready. It's time for change. I'm initiating my own change because through the little breadcrumbs and serendipities and those little conversations and how I feel, right? Right? That it was time. It was time to move on, right? Okay. Next. That was the first bag, so that was really fast. Hold this one over here. This was really neat. It's just a piece of glass. You know that glass? It's like when you break your window on your car and it shatters into those little squares. That's what it's made of, and then it's all glued in to be like a vase. And I thought, oh, how nice would that be having a changing light in there, right? And just have the colors, how pretty that would be with a light in there. I bet you would be absolutely. I bet you I got a lighter too. Here, let's see. I thought it would just really be right. I just thought it would be, yeah, really, really pretty, right? I just thought it would be really pretty. So I don't know what I'll do with it. Maybe I'll just stick a crystal on top or something. But my air conditioner is now taking up the space that I was utilizing uh, for my show and tell night because it would fill it all up. And that way I didn't have to clean it up right away because lots of times when I come in for my live show, I barely had a chance to make a cup of coffee and I'm running around and I'm all scurrying. I'm going 100 miles an hour, right? Going 100 miles an hour. And yeah, so it was nice to be able to put things on the dresser so I didn't have to get to it right away. But, it's probably best that I get to it right away, right? And that just makes less work for tomorrow. Oh, you guys, yes, let's do this. Let's do this. Better? Wakey, wakey. You guys, just let me know. Cindy, turn your light on. Will you say that? When you guys come in and you notice that when I haven't done that? Okay. Andrew says, that was a surprise about the job change, Cindy. Blessings to you in finding a new one. Yeah. I'm going to need one. I'm a year away, right? From full pension. I need to be able to keep a roof over my head and not to be able to fall backwards, right? I'm not looking at it that way. There are options that I'm looking at. But like I said, we're just going to get through the next couple of weeks and then we'll just kind of have a week just to kind of absorb and digest what just happened and then just take it from there. Right now, I just want to enjoy my last shifts. They're only 2 weeks. I'll have 2 more paychecks, you know. So I'm good for a couple of months. Like I said, I've been saving for my car. So there is a couple of months there too if I absolutely have to. And right, um, I want to keep putting into that fund for my vehicle. I really do want to get on the road again. But right, life happens, right? Circumstances change. And I felt that calling and I was ignoring it, you guys. I was ignoring something specific that, right? And I could have been a little bit more planned in having a job, but then in those conversations and stuff, sometimes you get comfortable again, right? Because we don't like change. We're not going to make change, right? Unless we have to. And it took me a little while before I recognized that I had to. So I had to. And I wish everybody well. I'm going to miss everybody. I'm going to miss my job. It was an amazing job. I just loved it there. It was lots of fun and it was a place where I could practice my craft, right? I think I shined quite a bit, you know. People um, said amazing things and treated me so kindly, and I don't think that would have happened if I was, well, less of a person, right? If I was, I'm just saying a less of a person. Sometimes we don't recognize how amazing we really are, and I have to remind myself that I am an amazing person. I am an amazing person. Okay. I'm still at my job starting a new project. I said I'd help out with uh that you said that you would help out with. Didn't know it'd be so involved, but I'd look at it as getting more hours and skills. And also, Andrew, the way I look at it is I look at it as a challenge. This is kind of what I'm doing right now. I'm looking at this whole situation as a challenge because this was not the plan, right? You're just hearing about this now, but it has only been a few days, you guys. I this past week since right, it's this ball just started rolling at the beginning of the week, so it's been moving pretty fast. So it wasn't the plan, but I roll. You guys know I ride those waves, and I will ride those waves, and I'll be just fine. It's those dangling heights. It's just not knowing how I'm gonna land. I'm gonna land, right? Right? And I guess it'll be up to me as to how easy that landing's going to be, or if it's going to be a hard crash. If it's a hard crash, it's a hard crash. I didn't do it on purpose, right? I did the very best that I could, and that's what I came up with. Uh, and like I said, I'm excited. I'm looking forward to see how this is going to brighten my life. I expect that this will brighten my life extremely because I was giving, right? You guys noticed, like I was giving all my light to my job, and I didn't see any light at the end of the tunnel there, right? Actually, I just saw turnover after turnover after turnover. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Okay. Andrew says, still, I would prefer to have more settled work situation without many changes and disruptions. Right. But again, Andrew, right? You're riding those waves. You're picking up those skills, and that's the way you're looking at it, right? That you're getting more hours. Your paycheck will be a little bit higher. You can squirrel a little bit of money away for your retirement, and upgrade in your skills. I'm never going to stop learning. I'm going to be learning, right till my very last breath, unless, right, circumstances happen, and you never know what it's going to be. Never know what it's going to be. I'm optimistic this is going to be good. Okay, so that was number one, bad news. There's a little bit more, you guys. Okay, let's look at a picture, or let's look at something else and cheer ourselves up. Okay, a book. I bet you my book will. What's the title of this? Haha. Aesthetic intelligence, how to boost it and use it in business and beyond. Oh my goodness. Right? Yeah. Looking at ways to expand in what I'm doing. And I love delving into emotional intelligence. I love delving into um, personality traits and personality orders, which is only an accumulation of personality traits that are either comfortable or uncomfortable for someone else or yourself. Now, there's something to think about there. Okay, you guys, something else here. There, cheered me up. Just move right on. These were beautiful. Look what came in. I got these handmade Ukrainian. Oh, they're just so beautiful Christmas gloves. Aren't they lovely? Yeah, I'm looking forward to, well, right? I'm leaving my job. So I want to make sure that I put 6 pairs of gloves away. A little bit more. Oh, they're so beautiful and real wool, you guys. I think I'm going to keep these for the rest of my life. I think I'm going to hand wash them because I don't even know if they've even been worn. They don't even feel like they've ever been worn. Oh my goodness, what did I pay for those? $1.50, you guys, and a little staff desk, 30, 40. I got 50 cents. These cost me $1. These cost me $1, you guys, for next winter. I still wearing my gloves. The past couple of days were windy, and because there was so much moisture in the air from the melt, that it felt cold, even though it was, I think it got to the pluses. It's -1 right now, so I'm pretty certain that it got into the pluses today. I was so busy at work. I didn't get a chance to check on anything. Even on my coffee break, I decided to get ahead of the game because I had to clean a section and get it all, the stock all priced and ready to go. Right? They can put it out in the morning, but at the very least it's all cleaned and ready to be restocked, right? So it'll only take a couple of minutes. Oh, that coffee tastes so good. Um Andrew says, I like familiarity and things not changing, but I understand that change is a part of the world. It is. I worry about that, you guys. Like I said, I get personality types and, in working in bars and nightclubs and retail and hospitality and restaurants, waitressing and hostessing and managing those skills with the customers were so important. And so I got to understand people pretty good. And there are people out there, right, that will create the change in our lives. We don't necessarily create the change, right? Sometimes we can make some choices that can make part of that decision or be the first one to call it, or, right? But truly, it's a it's just the movement in it, right? It's just doing the very best, the very best that you can, right? And you just got to understand that this change, it happens. It comes into our lives in all different ways. It comes wonderfully, right? Which we all love. We love digging our hands into our coat pockets and finding a $20 bill, or winning the 50-50 draw at work, or just these little things that you don't expect, and it brings smiles and lightness to our lives, right? I'm looking forward to doing that with my house, right? I have 2 weeks to get as many donations to work as I possibly can. I'm bringing the jewelry lady, one of the ladies that I work with. She does up all the jewelry bags and the jewelry jars and prices everything. I'm going to take her all my brooches. I've been collecting brooches ever since I started that job. Probably have 50 brooches, you guys. I have a lot of brooches. And so I'm going to give them all back to work. I thought maybe I'd do a display so they could put it in the auction window and just one person could bid on them. But I thought, no, she can make more money if she just sells each brooch individually. So I'm taking her all the brooches. and probably one of the other collections. I don't know which one, but there's lots of donations, lots of things that I've got to get out of here. And I'm going to be able to take a couple of bags to work every single day. And then when I get off that job and I come home and I'm unemployed, right? I'm going to spend 2 weeks and I'm going to spend some time with my sisters, and I'm going to clean my house. I'm going to go through all my camping gear. I got a new container so my safety kit and my survival kit can be separated. So because right now they're all in the same container, and because right, I got a lot of it, the container lid isn't going down properly. So I'm going to separate them so that each one, I'll know if I get in an accident or somebody gets an accident, I'll be able to help. I know which container it is. That other one, that safety one, will stay in the back of my car. I'm not sad, right? I think it's pretty amazing that the timing of it all, number one, the fact that I was saving money for vehicles, so there was that little bit of cush for making that move. The timing of it, like I said, and other circumstances that just said that it was time, and it was time a long time ago, you guys. Right? I just didn't want to part with that job because so much of that job was the best job ever. Like so much of it, right? But sometimes you gotta weigh it out. And I wouldn't be the person that's trying to divvy out the lessons if I wasn't the example by upholding my own. Right? Okay. Next. I really loved my candles, you guys. These, if you look at them, they're like little birch trees. Look at, they're actually like candles. And I really enjoy them. They give me such a nice ambiance, and you guys could see I like the soft lighting. None of that lighting goes off. It's on all the time. It's my night light when I go to bed and stuff, right? And it doesn't bother me at all. This light that I turn on for my live show, this bothers me a little bit, right? It's, I guess, because it's like neon lighting or something. It's those strips, right? But it lights up my entire apartment, and it's perfect, absolutely perfect for my live shows. So I got two more. I got two more. These ones are a little bit different, where the candle is just one color, but the light shines through. So I guess there'll be one blue and one purple in there. Oh my goodness. I said that could come home with me without even looking inside to see if that was what was in there. Oh yeah. And brand new, you guys. They're brand new. They didn't even use them. Is the remote in there? Look at, even the remote control is in there, and they're not blue. So they are changing lights. Oh, so excited. I'm going to have these all over the house. I'm going to have like soft light changing. And you guys know I just got this one. Whoa. I just got this one here last payday. And that's going to be for over my prints, right? Because see, you can turn them so that they can face down, and I'll mount them so that they can face down, and they'll be like art picture lighting. I'm so excited to get this set up. But like I said, I had plans to move too, you guys. So many plans. No, went poof. I'm good. I'm just curious to see, like I said, how I'm going to land in this, right? Everything's going to be okay. 100%. Oh, Father Lopez is here, you guys. Oh, my goodness. Great. Lent begins tomorrow. A revival and blessings are coming. Get ready, everyone. Oh, are you kidding me? Oh, that's so beautiful to you. Have come in and say it, because I'm ready for some blessings. I truly am. And I would like to send some blessings out there to everybody that comes and hangs out with me, and to anybody out there, right, that might be in a situation while they're struggling. They know that they have to make a little bit of movement, and they're a little bit afraid to do that, right? Sometimes, like Andrew says, we don't like change, right? But sometimes it is important to do that. A prime example for me, Donald Trump made me a little bit nervous. I grabbed a extra 20-pound bag of flour. I picked up all kinds of beans and lentils and peas. I diced up celery and green peppers and made little baggies, and I packaged them in containers. Oh my goodness, all the prep that I did because Trump made me a little bit nervous, right? And I suspect in the States too that you're a little bit nervous. And I don't want to see that, I'm not able to buy a bag of rice because a bag of rice is now $100. When in this moment I can still get it for $15. So I'm going to buy a 20-pound bag of rice. I'm going to buy another bag of rice. I'm going to buy another bag of flour. And I'm going to buy a couple of great big tins of coffee too, right? Because and frozen orange juice and all kinds of um, um, fruit crystals, right? For when there's only water left. Everything. I'm just going to stockpile. Will I need it? I don't know. Will I use it? Of course I'm going to use it, right? And if I'm stuck right now, I'm so glad that I have that. Because if nothing else, well, I can fix myself up some biscuits. I can make myself some fried rice. Which reminds me, I should grab a couple of containers of soy sauce too. Right? Remember you guys when I was saying I was doing some strange things like the hoarding and stuff? Maybe this situation that I've just gotten myself into called for that. That happened and I didn't know why it was happening. I just made assumptions. Oh, Donald Trump made me a little bit nervous. When all actuality, it was just in prep because I didn't know something or someone else knew, right? That I was going to be employed. Oh my goodness, right? We are a crazy bunch, but this is going to be good evidence, right? Because I'm certain I'm going to be okay. Right? I think in this moment, even to me, it looks kind of like a really dumb decision, especially when I'm looking to get a car. But it's important for me to be happy, right? Not just have happy moments, right? I have to be happy all the time. And that's possible for me if I enjoy, because it's happened for me before many times, right? And I didn't recognize it for what it was at the time, but now I recognize it. And if I can keep myself in that state of comfortableness, even comfortableness, right, is sometimes the best that we can achieve, but sometimes that's enough. Okay. Look at these. Oh, you guys, one of my customers gave me today some a rose quartz bracelet with a little quartz crystal, right, attached to it. That was so lovely of her. It was so nice of her. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I forgot that. She's such a nice lady. I have so many amazing customers, and that's what's sad is because it was so much fun. It was hard work, but it was so much fun, and I'm going to miss everybody terribly. Okay, but thank you. Get ready, everyone. Oh, thank you so much. And I hope life is treating you well, Father Lopez. That was absolutely amazing that you popped in today, especially, I'm kind of a little bit off, a little bit. Uh, it is sad, but it's exciting. It's confusing. It's a little bit scary, right? It's a little bit dangling, not knowing where I'm going to fall. But I am going to be absolutely amazing. Okay, Andrew says, right now it's a mix of blessings, Owen. Once I get accustomed to the task involved, I'll be all right. It's that anticipatory anxiety. Oh my goodness. Andrew, it's so funny that you say that because I think that was the topic of discussion in my live show in my podcast yesterday or on Friday we were talking about it, right? And that's true. It is in the start, right? We procrastinate. It's what I do here that when I mean to show up at 7:30 and it's like 7:35 or 7:40 even, and I'm showing up. It is in that, oh my goodness, what am I going to talk about? How am I going to open? What are we going to do? Right? Oh, I don't have my cup of coffee. Oh my goodness, I need to fix my hair. Oh my goodness. Right? I never even did anything with my hair, but I did manage to put my lipstick on, but I don't think I like putting lipstick on when I do my live show because I get this stuff, right? Because I'm yapping so much, right? But it does brighten my face so I don't look like death rolled over at the very least. So that's okay. Okay, let's dig into something else in our bags here. I have no idea what we have today. Oh, we have a container in the back. There are certain items that we can't sell, and these perfume burner things came in. I've never tried them before, but people buy them and they seem to like them. And then you buy the candles. And so the candles came in. So I bought the whole bag of candles. It was like $1.50 or something. It was super cheap. So I bought them. And then the very same day, the burner came in. And I thought, well, do I buy the burner now? And I looked at it and I says, I have to because it's the color of the bedroom that I'm doing, the gray and yellow and white. Look at you guys, gray, yellow, and white. And so, and all you do with this, it's got the little bowl. You just put one of the candle things in and you turn it on and it warms it up and it makes your house smell nice, right? And if it's too strong, right, it won't be able to stay. But I know lots of people who would be very happy to have this, especially when I have a whole freezer bag too of the wax that burns in this too. So yeah, I'm pretty excited to try that out. I've never had one before. I'm not quite sure how it works. I might even have to do a video. I'm replenishing my gift cards. So when if you guys don't know, I work in a little thrift store. And so when the new gift cards come out, and if they're nice, right, I like to collect them. And I have a shoebox, and then I bring them home, and they go in my shoebox. And then if it's a birthday or a high, like this one here, right, it's just a hello, good friend. Isn't that amazing? And then I could write a little message. This card here was, doesn't say how much it was, but I'm sure it was $6 at least, right? So yeah, cards are not cheap. We charge 50 cents for a new card. If the card doesn't have the plastic on it, we charge 35 cents. This one doesn't have the price on it too, but you guys know I love trees. So that had to come home with me because it had trees on that, and I look forward to that person that I'm going to send that one to. That's a special one to me. And then, oh, I got a thank you card and a thank you card. So these are the kind of cards, right? Birthday cards I get. Anniversary cards. No, I don't usually celebrate people's anniversaries. For holidays, I usually don't go past extended family in any way either. This was brand new. It even still had the paper in it. It's gone now. It was only $1, you guys. It's just the perfect size for me. I'm going to wash it tonight and I'm going to use it tomorrow. And it's perfect because it has the close thing for it, right? So that when I'm sitting here at the desk doing my live shows, I can close it, right? Because, I keep forgetting to drink my coffee because every time I end my live show, I still have a full cup of coffee, but it's cold. So I thought that was pretty, right? Remind Blue Hawaii. It's such a pretty coffee mug. So I grabbed that one. It was only $1. $1.50 with my staff discount. It was only $1. I love it. So that's it out of that bag. Oh, you guys. I have one more bag, and then I have my little Rubbermaid container. Like I said, I was going to use it for separating my safety kit and my survival kit. I also got this week because I don't know where I put it. It's somewhere's down in the hallway. I got a bow, right? It didn't have the string on it. It's just the bow, but it's good, hard, heavy plastic. I bought that for my survival kit. I'm not looking forward to eating rabbit, but I will if I have to. My survival depends on eating rabbit. I'm saying rabbit because we have lots of rabbits here in Winnipeg. That you could probably the whole city could just live on rabbits. That's how many rabbits that we have. So this it looks like it's my coffee mug bag. I'm only looking to buy big coffee mugs or the orange vintage ones. But yeah, so I got this mug here. It's a cute little mug. Nice big one for my live show. Nice enamel inside. It's a metal. This is a metal mug, not a ceramic mug, but it's metal with enamel on it, coated in enamel. Oh, this was so pretty. You guys know I love the vintage orange coffee mugs. So I grabbed that one. I think there's two of them. I hope there's two of them. So I grabbed that one. It was 75 cents, 50 cents with my staff discount. I bought some coffee mugs, but in my donations, coffee mugs are going back to work. I'm so excited. I got my air conditioner. You guys, my staff charges were $200. Lots. But I got lots for that $200. That air conditioner, it's home now, right? I don't have to go and get it. I don't have to ask one of my sisters to take me for a drive because air conditioner like this is not something you're going to bring home on the bus, right? I considered it, but I thought, oh, I'll probably tick the bus driver off if I try and wheel that thing. I even thought it because I have a laundry bag, an actual laundry bag that I line my laundry basket with, which would be big enough for this, but you would still recognize that it was an air conditioner or something that wasn't supposed to be on the bus because it's so big. Okay, you guys, I love this. You guys, look at that. It's and it's so adorable. It's so brand new. It's a thermos, right? Just for enough for a cup of coffee or something when I'm going for a walk in the forest, right? Just to have my cup of coffee and then to be able to sit on a log and feed the deer. I should get up there and do that, shouldn't I? I will if the snow's on the ground, if we have a nice snowy day, right? But it has to be like the first week that I'm off. I will. I'm gonna. That's a good way, right? I like having those days where I go and sit up on that. I have a certain spot that I like to go and feed the deer, and I just contemplate and sort my life out. And I guess I need to sort my life out. What do I got here? What did I grab? Oh, look at you guys. It was $1. Right? I think it's for the garden for dirt. Look at the claws on that. But I thought, wouldn't this be amazing for scooping when I'm digging for crystals? Oh, how do I get to Ontario this fall? It's going to happen. You guys watch. You guys watch. You guys, I'm going to blow you guys away. You guys are going to be absolutely shocked. Sydney didn't even have a job. How did she manage to do that? How did she manage to get her car? And how did she manage to go camping and take us all to in her videos? I'm going to do it. You guys watch. I don't know how it's going to happen, but it's going to happen, you guys. Right? It's going to happen. Okay, you guys. Yeah, so I got a giant spoon with grills. So I'm using that for my bottle digging or for my digging for crystals and rocks. Oh, today I took a whole bunch of my crystals and rocks because the little boy says, "Oh, I love crystals and rocks," and I says, "Oh, I'll bring you some for my trip." And I made him a little pile and I put it in my backpack. Him and his dad and his brother came in. I didn't even think to ask his brother if his brother liked rocks. So afterwards I says, "Oh, do you like rocks? I know your brother said he had rocks and I didn't bring any for you, dear." He says, "Oh, I love rocks too." And I says, "Okay." He says, "I'll bring you some rocks." And so when I go to work tomorrow, I got my little, that's what I did to try and unwind before I did my live show. When I came home tonight, I went to all my crystal. Well, that's not what I did. I actually replaced the wheels on my air conditioner because I bought new roller wheels. Oh, they came into the store 6 months ago or something, and I picked them up for like $2 or something. I thought they were piece spares, good spares to have around the house. And my sister thought she would be nice and help me bring it up on the elevator, and she went over the grills and she broke all the wheels. and so and so I looked at my toolbox and there was another set right there. I spent 20 minutes and it's back on. Yeah, super happy. Okay, you guys. Oh, I got a Winnipeg mug. WPG is Winnipeg. So I had to grab that. Right. It is on brand. The city that I live in, Winnipeg. Who came in? Hannah came in. Um Andrew says, "Hello, Brother David. Didn't know Lent is starting so soon, and I'll receive those blessings and revival." Aw, me too. Thank you. That's an ice cream scoop? Is that an ice cream scoop, Hannah? You're right. That would make an awesome ice cream scoop, wouldn't it? um, I like this. It's full of quotes and all kinds of, right, inspirational ideas. And I thought that would be good because just as much as I can pull a card, I do the same. Here, let's get a message, you guys. Let's get a message. Something amazing, something that will benefit everybody, or at the very least, one person in a crucial way that will help them out greatly or help us all out greatly. Okay, here we go. Here's the message. Here it is. God uses ordinary people to do extraordinary things. Oh my goodness. Isn't that amazing? And that's so true. It's so true. It's so true. Ah. When I look at it that way too, we are all directed, right? Just like I have no idea, right? Gave my notice. My life is in the motion. And I think I needed that wrench. It's not a self-sabotage because in some ways it was. I just paid attention. I just paid attention, and I knew where the breaking point was, and that breaking point was having my boundaries crossed when my boundaries were right. They were clear. Right? They were clear. Okay, you guys, I bought these for work, but they'll be now walking shoes, a new pair of shoes, good shoes, right? Really nice. I think these are Skechers. Yeah, these are Skechers, and these are actually walkers. And yeah, how much were they? I can't remember what I paid for them. $8. And Skechers are expensive. I remember getting a pair of Skechers and they cost $80. And they weren't this a good a quality. So these will be my walking shoes at night. I'll probably wear them soon as the snow's gone. I'll be in them. Yeah. So I actually needed those. I got I got this for my I got this for my sister. I thought it was really cute. She likes to collect these little ornaments with the big eyes and stuff. So I thought I'd grab that for her. I'll just stick that there so it doesn't get broken. Oh, yeah, because Cindy is stockpiling. I needed clips for my open bags, right? If I don't have containers, I do have flour containers and pouring containers and stuff that I do have some of my condiments and stuff in, but I needed some good clippies, and these were only 75 cents, so they were only 50 cents with my staff discount. And they were good quality ones, so I grabbed those. I did say no clothes. I did get a couple of pieces. The sweatpants I got. I love these. I had to have them. They're rubber ducky pajamas, you guys. Rubber ducky pajamas. I had to have these. They were so cute, and they don't even look like they've been worn. And so I'm going to wash those, and I've got myself, these are my favorite kind of pajamas. And if I have a good air conditioner, I'm going to need these all year round, not just in the wintertime. That wind this year with all the moisture in the air, even I felt the cold this winter, and it was a mild winter again, right? But I found myself uncomfortable because when the moisture goes in the air, there is less tolerance for the cold because that wetness, that cold wetness, just goes right through you, right? Just goes right through you. I'm just gonna put this stuff all on the floor here right now. Yeah, I'm interested. So pretty. It's gonna look so good in my bedroom, right? Yeah, that's the color of my bedroom. Yellow, white, and gray. My dining room is blue, orange, and white, and my living room is the um, cream color for the furniture, and then the decor is whatever, right? And then and then Mother Nature wall is just all wood. Okay, you guys, but they'll all have their own room. These are Adidas too, but I'm not sure if I'm going to like them. I tried them on. I thought they would fit because they're my size, but I don't think they're wide enough right here for me. I did try them on with socks on. Oh, but they feel so comfortable. Like, so what good quality. Yeah, I'm going to try again without socks. I might as well just try right now, right? Get my sock off and just see, because if this fits, these are really nice. Oh yeah. They fit absolutely just fine. I should know better than to wear my big winter socks trying out a pair of sandals. Oh yeah, I'll be pleased with that. Okay, you guys. We're into the bucket. This is the size of the bucket. So this is going to be the new bucket for my safety gear. It was only a couple of dollars, so it was perfect opportunity. I wouldn't have priced it. I still would have put $5 on it because this still would have been $10 at Walmart, right? So I probably would have put $5 on it, but I don't set the prices. I try to get some extra money for the company out of appreciation for that amazing job that I have, but um, we are all looking for a score, aren't we? So I saw this on the shelf, so I grabbed it. So with this, it only cost me $1.50, didn't it? With my staff discount. So let's see what I've got in here. Oh, looks like we have coffee mugs. Okay, what's in here? Nothing. Big coffee mug. It just says coffee, but it's that cream color white that I love. And I thought maybe that would look nice in my live shows, right? Got to get back on that daily routine. If I don't have that job, if I'm not being overrun, then right, that energy has to go into my brand. Oh my goodness, another orange cup. Is that amazing? This one's from the 1950s. They're both amazing. I only have one spot left in my coffee mug shelf. It'll have to be this one. Oh, they're both cute. Maybe I'll just switch them out every once in a while. We'll see. We're doing coffee mugs. I might as well have a sip of my coffee. Hello, Nancy. Okay. This was really pretty. Again, my coffee mugs are too small. Some of my coffee mugs. This is a good size cup of coffee for me. So when I have a cup of coffee, this is about the size that I like to have, right? Because I'm a little bit wasteful. So, usually I'm leaving a little bit down here. But this is the kind of size that I like for my measurement of what I use for the coffee grounds. So these will be my everyday day to days, right? The little cups, they'll all be redonated, right? This week and next week, I'll have to redonate all those coffee mugs. This was me. This was mine. That's a nice coffee mug. I don't know with all the coffee mugs this week. I got rid of, I think, 26 coffee mugs just 6 months ago. And I probably can give away another 20 mugs already. And it's been 6 months. This was a big haul. It looks like I grabbed so far 7 coffee. Well, these ones I would have to take no matter what, right? Because this is exactly what I've been looking for ever since I started. And they just happened to come in at the same week. But these will be for my, aren't they bright and sunny and happy? Yeah, I love those coffee mugs. Yeah, I like this one too. It says wander far and wide with a forest, right? And you know me and my trees. Okay, let's dig in, you guys. You guys know I've been collecting dinner plates for a very long time. I have a lot of dinner plates. I've been saving them for a wedding reception. I thought they would be absolutely amazing if everybody had their own plate, high quality porcelain, or something with a great scene like a hunting scene or a fishing scene that the guys might choose. Right? Everybody get to choose their own plate and it'd all be laid out on the tables and people could just pick their own plate, go through the buffet, right? Or yeah, go through the buffet, have their meals, and then when their plates are taken away, just a little sticker with their name on it underneath the plate, and the plate gets washed, right? Sticker taken off, a piece of cake put on the plate, wrapped up, new sticker put on, and then goes back to the guest. I thought, oh, that would be so amazing, right? I have a lot of these, you guys. This plate is the Gordon Ramsay plate, and it's made by Royal Dalton, this plate. And if you guys know China, Royal Dalton is about the best quality you can get. And because it's Gordon Ramsay, I'm going to assume that this is dishwasher. Yes, and it says right on it, dishwasher and microwave safe, because Royal Dalton, if you guys know, sells porcelain. A lot of their porcelain had gold trim, and you can't put them in microwaves. You can't throw them in a dishwasher. And this is the baby blue. You can't really see the blue. It looks white, but it's actually a baby blue color. So I grabbed that one for the collection that I don't know what I'm going to do with. Oh my goodness. I love these. I love these. Look at, they're glass balls, you guys. Look at those. I know they were cheap. Somebody put 75 cents. That actually looks like my handwriting. Maybe not. It looks like 75 cents each on those. And they're beautiful blue. But you can't tell, but they have that little bit of abalone, those different colors shimmering off. And I got I got 3 of them, so they're going, you know where they're going. They're going behind me, and they'll get a little stand, right? Or this with the light inside and that sitting on top, right? We'll see. We'll see. I'm excited to see. Those were coming home with me. I love art glass. I try not to collect it, but because I do the crystals and the rocks, I thought that's almost like a display piece, like one of the fortune teller balls or something, that it would be kind of pretty like a crystal. And with the light shimmering through it, it would just be really nice in my decor. And it was a blue if I wanted to use it in my dining room, right? So like I said, when I get my place, I don't even know what my new apartment looks like. I don't even know when I'm going to get my new apartment now, right? Okay, what else do we got here? We're getting there, you guys. We're almost there. Oh, that blue coffee mug. This one here had a lid to it. That's probably why I wanted to have it. I looked at it and said, it's okay. Like, why did I pick that? But I picked that because I get involved in other stuff. And then my coffee goes cold. If I had a lid on it, then maybe it won't get cold. You guys know I'm a Google girl, right? I love Google. I was so excited, right, to get my Google insignia. And it's just for my laptop. Should I go on the road, or if I have to go to a meeting or stuff, I can just drop my my laptop in this case. This didn't cost me much. This cost me $2.50. It cost me $2.50 for my new laptop case, right? So that's pretty amazing. I got only a couple things left. I grabbed this because of the orange, but it's interesting because it's Boeing, right? I thought it's interesting because it's Boeing. It's a Boeing coffee mug. I thought that was pretty cool. And it was orange, so I said, yeah, it could come home with me. Here's a funny story. When my grandfather came to Canada, his family disowned him and they gave him an inheritance. They must have given him a lot, I'm sure. But my grandfather got dropped off on the East Coast and he traveled all the way to the West Coast. And he settled in the Vancouver area, but then he bought the Delta. He bought the entire Delta. And if you guys know that area of southern British Columbia, at that time, the Delta was marsh. Today, the Delta is its own city. My grandfather owned all of it. And the only reason I'm saying that is because my mother told me that my grandfather sold his land, sold the Delta, and he split it up between 2 companies. And the companies that he sold them to one was Boeing, and the other one was Dairyland, which is a milk processing plant or something. Dairyland, it's a brand, right? It's Dairyland milk, and it's like Lucerne milk at Safeway, right? But it's Dairyland, and my mom didn't get any. Well, when my grandmother passed away, because my grandmother was very ill and she needed a lot of medical treatment and different things. So she had diabetes and she lost her legs and she was blind and she had heart problems and there were lots of issues. So that by the time she passed away, there was only like $20,000 left that my mother inherited, and I'm sure dad gambled it away, I'm sure. But I'm not saying that to laugh, and I'm not going to assume that that's what happened, but probably that's what happened. But the funny thing was that my mother's brothers got all the money, all my grandfather's money. They got it all. In those days, the girls were insignificant, right? The only reason that my mother got any money is because my grandfather left his wife some money, and right, and whatever was left that my grandmother had, that's what my mother had, and she probably had to share it with her brothers too on top of that, right? Yeah. Pretty neat to think, how far we've come or how far we've fallen back. It depends on how you look at it, right? My grandfather was an adventurer, and he must have had some money because he had some really prime real estate, but maybe being marshland at that time, it might not have been worth anything. But if he had kept it in the family, right? If he had kept that land in the family to this day, where would we be as a family, right? It would have changed us for sure, 100%. And then again, maybe my dad would have gambled it away, right? Maybe. Yeah. He liked to gamble, my father, 100%. He wasn't afraid of taking risks, right? But I never saw that depression. I saw instances where things were kind of stressful because, he had to go talk to a hotel manager at the casino to say, "Hey, I have no money to get back to BC," and they're in Vegas and Nevada, right? So there were times that, and even I, being shy kid, and they drag me to these hotels, and right, my mother would be like screaming at us. All of us kids would be bawling, and they would just like, "Oh, here, take this couple $100 and get yourself home." Right? But can you imagine how humiliating that would have been for my father, especially when my dad gambled? He was like a big shot. When my dad gambled and he won, he was like a big shot. And can you imagine having to stoop as low as to beg a hotel manager to give you enough gas so you can get your wife and kids home? Yeah. Okay, what else do I have here? I think we're getting close, you guys. I have this bucket here, and this is all I have. Because it's the color, you guys know I'm doing the cream white in here. This is a storage container to keep my desk tidy. You know, stuff like this doesn't need to be lying around my desk, that I have a spot that it can go. Right now, it's full of things that I grabbed at work. I have no idea what's in it, but I have a couple of things here, so I'm going to show you this first, okay? And then we'll dig into the container. And then that will be it, you guys. Let's have a sip of the coffee. Okay. I got this as because I take my jewelry off all the time and I lose my earrings all the time. And so I usually will take my earrings off when I go to bed, but I'll just leave it on my bed table. And then, by the end of the week, I'll go, okay, time to put all my earrings away because they're all color coded and stuff on the board. That I thought it would be better so I don't lose my earrings. They don't fall under the bed or behind the wall or anything, that I can just, when I take them off at night, I can just put them in here. And then when I have a moment, I can put them away. And the bowl is gray. You can't see that it's gray, but it is gray, and it is for my bedroom. Okay, let's look at my box. It's a lovely little box. It has a bread box kind of feel to it. It's not as big as a bread box, but you can see by the shape of it and everything. And it's the same material as if it was a bread box, but it's just a little box. And I thought, oh, that would be so amazing in my living room that I could put things in it, right? Okay, what are we going to start with here? This was neat. Remember I got the cheese graters and they were all different colors? I got the measuring cups this time, you guys. I got the measuring cups this time. All different colors, and they just pop out just like that, right? And then when you're done, just wash them, and just hang them up. So I think that'll look really nice in my kitchen, sitting with my all my different graters that are all different colors, exactly like this. So I grabbed that. When I go camping, I thought instead of taking the bags that I would get these little Tupperware containers because they're only 50 cents, and you could see on them that they're vintage. They're like from the 70s, right? And they were meant to be stackable. When you look at them, they're meant to be stackable. You just stack them on top of each other and they just stay stacked. This one says paprika. I'm just gonna peel the sticker off, right? Somebody labeled them. And I'm just gonna put like my pepper or my cinnamon, or maybe I'll just use them in the house and I'll put my curry in one because the curry loses its flavor when the air hits it. And I don't eat enough curry to keep it fresh. So maybe I'll put my garlic, which will, if it spills, it'll stink everything up. I'll put garlic in one and I'll put my curry in the other. So I thought that was a good thing to grab at 50 cents, 50 cents a pop. None of these items that I'm showing you tonight were purchased with the idea that I was going to give notice at work. So I probably would not have been this frivolous in my purchases if I knew I was going to have to buy an air conditioner, which I did, and I was going to be leaving my job. I wouldn't have gone this nuts. So, but it is what it is. And then today I just become resolute because in my mind I've got all kinds of things that I want to grab while I'm there. So one of the ladies who does the linens, I says, if a queen size quilt comes in and it's nice, can you just hold on to it for me? Right. So let's see if Cindy can get a quilt. This is plastic. They call it melamine, right? Melamine, but it's a little juice pitcher, little gravy pitcher, little fill it up with water and fill up the cat dish pitcher. It was only $1 with my staff discount. It was like 75 cents. So I'm just gonna wash that, and plus it's orange, right? So it's great decor because it's hard to come by the orange decor. I come across the white, I come across the blue for the kitchen, but that orange is a little bit more difficult. And I like it to be all balanced, right? Because it's an orange, blue, and kitchen windows. So some of those pieces that I get, right, I want to make sure that I get them for 75 cents. I'm not even going to know that 75 cents is gone in all honesty. Okay, 75 cents. I got a bracelet, you guys. It was so pretty. You guys know I like the stretchy bracelets, right? It was in good shape. It wasn't dried up in the rubber or anything like that. So, and I have quite a few outfits where I wear the gold and I wear the silver. And so that was an interesting because you don't usually see those color combinations, right? You don't wear gold and silver jewelry, but that wearing that bracelet, you could, and it would match, wouldn't it? I got a little change purse and just got a couple of zip containers in there. And that's just going to replace the little granny wallet change purse that I had already. And this'll be easier for me to find in my purse. And this cost $1.50 with my staff discount. It was $1, you guys. So I got a little change purse. So I thought that was pretty nice. Okay, another sip of my coffee. We're getting close, you guys. I buy these when they come up. These are the adapters. I don't know, the guys in the back room. I put $3 on this. And they put 50 cents on it. But I want it. I can use it. And it's a charger, but it's got all the attachments, which is perfect for me because, right, my earbuds, my wireless microphone, my phone, they all use different ones and they have all the ones that I use. So this is perfect. I'm going to change this in the morning and it's green and bright, so I'll find it right away. This somebody made, and it's definitely indigenous. And somebody put that together, and the jewelry lady, she put 50 cents on it. It looks like it just needs a little bit of work, but the rubber is holding out really, really well. And it's quite beautiful. I really, really love that. I can't believe somebody went through all that work. And, I don't know if those are trade beads because those beads are a little bit bigger than your regular everyday bead. And the stitching on it is a little bit more primitive, right? It is more primitive there. So I don't know though. I don't know who's to say, right? Maybe I'll wear it one day and somebody will say, "Oh, my mom made those," and tell me the whole story, right? That's interesting. But in the meantime, I really loved it. And then the last bracelet, because I wear lots of pink in the summertime, I wear lots of pink. So I just got a pink bracelet because I don't have much in the way of pink jewelry, right? I don't even have a lot of pink earrings. I have a few, not a lot. And then a pair of safety glasses for digging crystals so that I don't want to be pounding away at rock and have a rock sliver hit me in the eye or something. So, it's in that preparedness. And these were good ones for being on the road. So I grabbed a pair of, right, and this will go in my rock hounding kit. And then the last two things I got, you guys, and then I can close my amazing tin. I just really like that. Yeah, just cream white, hide away like a little junk drawer. These are my polarized glasses. These glasses are meant to wear over glasses, right? These are meant to wear over glasses, and because I wear glasses all the time, and these are expensive. They run anywhere from $25 to $50, these glasses. And so I grabbed both pairs for $1.50 each. I grabbed both pairs. So yeah, amazing. Yeah, those will work out great for me. You guys, besides the Rubbermaid container, we are all done, you guys. I got a lot of stuff. I suspect my next show and tell, which will be um, the day before I leave. Is it the day before I leave? Yeah, I leave the day before, so it'll be a fun live. It'll be a big, right? Because there are lots of things. Because like I said, I didn't know I was going to leave my job, but it's probably a good thing because you can see like how many coffee cup mugs do I need? I'm going to go through them all. I'm going to pick my favorites, and right, and that's what I do all the time. I thin them out, and I've got lots of chores, right, coming up. I want to get ready. I want to get excited for what's coming. I want to set my air conditioner up, make sure it works, right? I'll be a little sad if it doesn't. But I'll ride those waves. I'll ride those waves. I'm going to just be cheery all the way through. It's going to make people want to go, right? By the time I'm done. Or, oh my goodness, right? Oh, a couple of people had me bawling already, and a couple of people had old teary eyes, and I was very surprised. I didn't realize that they cared for me that much, right? And I thought, oh, that's just so amazing that I work with such amazing people, right? Okay, you guys, that's going to be my good cheer for tonight, even though it is Chatters Live, right? It always is a good cheer when you guys hang out. And it was amazing that we got, right, Father Lopez in today. That was amazing. Thank you, Owen. What does it say here? Nancy says, then God doesn't like the orange tangerine, lol. Has not doing great things, lol. Sorry, I'll be quiet for the rest of the time. Oh, yeah, you just keep laughing, Nancy. Whatever it takes just to keep smiling through it, right? It's kind of a crazy world, but we don't know who the catalysts are, right? And sometimes we shouldn't be compulsed because sometimes that stuff is meant to keep our busy. And I want to talk about this on my live show, What's My Good Cheer, because we are purposely being led to stay busy, whether it's in the live show or our television show. Our television shows are, it's clear. Our television shows, our video games, our compulsions, our addictions, our worry for the world, our like or dislike for certain parties in politics. What leader out there is going to do this? What bomb is going to go off? What meteor is going to hit the earth? Right? And then it just switches to something else, one disaster after another. And it's just supposed to keep our minds in that hairy, scary, so that we don't calm down, so that right, we're not able to be a little bit balanced when things are kind of crazy, right? My life is a little bit crazy town right now. And that's the truth. But I'm riding those waves, and there are things that I have control over, and there are things that I don't have control over. And I can beat myself up for the silly ideas that I come up with, or I can be proud of myself for doing something that was so scary, right? It was so scary. I didn't want to do it. I procrastinated on it, not just for a few days. I'm talking for a few months, more than a few months. I should have done it a long time ago, in all honesty. But sometimes when you don't know if you have that sure footing underneath you, right, that you kind of go, oh, maybe not, maybe no, maybe now it's not a good time. When is it going to be a good time, right? Even when I did it, there's no guarantees that I got this done in the right time. I just did the very best that I can to get myself out of there, right? And make it so that it is an easy exit, not just for me, but for everybody, for my customers, for my boss, for the head office, for the board of directors, right? Last thing I didn't show you guys, it was a little perfume bottle. I only grabbed it because of the little maple leaves on it. Weren't they pretty? Yeah, it's just a little perfume bottle. It's no perfume or anything in it, but I thought that was really cute. And you guys know I like my trees, so for $1.50 for $1 with my staff discount, I grabbed that too. Okay, you guys, what did you guys think of that one? Next one's going to be pretty good, I think. Right, I'm going to try and concentrate on what I need. I suspect there are going to be quite a few what do you call that, winter gloves, because I'm going to try and get some winter gloves put away, because I lose so many, and I give them to the homeless too, when they ask for money. But if I notice they don't have gloves on, I'll give them gloves or toques. And yeah, that'll be kind of interesting to see what I accumulate. It won't be any more dishes. I can almost guarantee there won't be any dishes in my next one. I'm going to be kind of thoughtful in what I pick up. You guys, that's it. Thank you, everybody, for coming into my live today. Let's just scroll down really quickly just to make sure that I didn't miss anything in part of the conversation. What's the question? A hoarder? No, I'm not a hoarder. A hoarder can't part with their stuff, Hannah, right? And I can still walk around. I do have a small apartment, but everything is just decor up along the walls and everything. And it's clean. So no, I'm not a hoarder. That potential at one time might have been there, right? And that might have been one of the ways that I coped with whatever I had to cope with. But instead, I chose a pink ice donut with the sprinkles. But to each one of us. We get to decide, right? Okay, you guys, have a great week. If you want to come in tomorrow, I will be in tomorrow. It'll be sometime in the morning or the early afternoon. I don't start till 3 o'clock in the afternoon. One of the girls is back at work, so we're alleviating some of the workload off of me, and to be able to get a little bit of a head start in some of those things I want to get done, right? So that I feel good when this is all done, that I can just flake out and maybe have myself a good cry or go off and have a nice walk and celebrate. I don't know. It's just play it by ear, ride those waves, and in 2 weeks it's going to go so fast and it's going to be so easy. It feels easy already. It's not to say it's going to stay that way, right? Catastrophes find us all, but yeah, so far so good. Okay, you guys, see you next Sunday.